Immediately, I was like, oh no, that's not good. Next one, Le'Veon Bell.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Another one. Yeah, I was like, wow, that sounds bad.
That's
no.
worse.
Next one, AB.
Who?
AB, Antonio Brown.
He in jail.
No.
This was before that, and I think he's out. He's just facing potential attempted murder charges. Yeah, he's out still. But I saw all those three, and I thought, these all seem like really bad ideas. Then I saw the next one, Jason Love. This was their idea initially. And I thought to myself, this is another person who will clearly whoop my ass. And I say that, humbly, as a person who's really never tried to learn how to fight throughout my life. Little blips there. I did boxing in Brooklyn in 2007 for like a month and a half, maybe. That was, over 20 years ago, or about 20 years ago. So that seems like a distant memory. I did a little bit of jiu-jitsu for maybe like 6 months in Long Beach. That was also like 15 years ago. So basically, I'm a completely untrained fighter. Have I had some good street fights over the years? Yes. But to be fair, they were all pretty much just like drunken blurs that are really not comparable to any serious combat sport. But when I saw Jason Love on that list, I just knew that this was a guy I was willing to get my ass kicked by.
That was a smarter choice.
They said me and Munchie, Mike's up.
They're good. Because I just felt, you know what? You got to give the people what they want. Me fighting Blueface is just random. Me fighting AB, it's just random. But the Jason Love one is just a narrative that I knew would be so funny, so viral, that I was willing to do it. Now, when I brought this to my wife,
that's what I was about to ask you.
I told my wife, listen, I got this offer from Aiden Ross and the Brand Risk team, and I'm thinking about doing it. And my wife looked at me and said, what the fuck are you thinking? He's gigantic. He's going to beat the shit out of you. And I told her, I don't really care. From my perspective, yes, there's the bag associated with doing the fight, but then also there's just so much content that we could make about this in the lead up to it that ultimately, if I get my ass kicked, I told her, she's like, what if you get seriously hurt? I'm like, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? I'm going to get a black eye. Maybe I get like a little mild concussion. This is stuff I can handle. I'm like, realistically, he's probably not going to break my jaw.
A little bit of CT, never hurt nobody.
Which, given the way that the fight went, I actually feel really, really lucky that I didn't get my jaw broken, because that seems like much more of a realistic possibility now that I've actually been in the ring with this guy. But that's where I started out, which was basically like, I'm willing to take this fight that I kind of know I'm going to lose because of the content, because I want to provide for the people. Obviously, the bag is part of the consideration, but also I just knew that it would entertain the people so much that I felt like it was worth getting my ass kicked.
I got a couple bullet points.
One thing, I just want to get to like the shift in mind state, because then very quickly I start training with my now good friend David Kaminsky of Kaminsky Boxing, who's also a trainer for Blueface. And at first, I kind of got the vibe that David Kaminsky was training me. He was happy to be getting paid, but ultimately, I don't think he believed in me. But then he saw footage of Jason Love training. He saw Jason Love hitting the bag, and he calls me and says, Adam, you can beat this guy. His punches suck. He looks out of breath after hitting the bag. This is what the trainer's telling me. He's like, this guy, he's big, he's muscular, he's taller than you, he's got like no body fat, he's got tons of muscle all over him. But Adam, you can beat him. This is what he started to tell me. And I started to believe it. I started to think, you know what? He's right. All I got to do is go in there. I got to have good technique, good cardio. I'm going to be able to handle Jason Love. Seems a little silly in retrospect.
What was the exact moment where like things shifted in the ring and you were like, okay, this is gonna, because there's the first punch. It seems like I'm not sure if like you blocked his first punch that he threw, his little place holder punch.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like my one thing that I was doing wrong in training is like, okay, people who know about boxing, it's all about your guard, which is where your hands are protecting yourself, And I'm watching so many fights and I'm watching all these legendary boxers. and they've got amazing guard. Like they're just getting pieced up. 10 punches coming in, and they just block all of them because they're so solid with this. And I did what I could to learn that, but like ultimately, and also keep in mind, I had 2 weeks to prepare for this, which is pretty absurd.
3.
Huh?
3. Don't cheat. You had 3, bro.
2.5.
I don't think that's
2.5?
accurate. It's probably like 2.5 because I didn't train for like 4 days before it because he told me that you needed time to like heal up and get ready or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, like ultimately, I think that I believed that by putting my hands up, I was going to be able to take some hits and then hit him back. The first hit that I take, you see my arms go from this to this. He just hit so much harder than I ever could have really realized was possible. And yeah, that was pretty much the moment where I was like, what the fuck was I thinking?
I think 2017 Adam would have put up a nice little fight.
Hell no.
Oh, yeah.
I was doing drugs
No,
back
no,
then.
no,
That-
look, all right,
I
look,
don't know, bro.
I want to hear this. Like, what happened? Like, what was 2017? What you were seeing?
Look.
I was younger.
He was doing drugs, but he was just more like, like
Jacked.
he was around like the street dudes, and
What?
he was like,
He ain't now?
No,
Yeah,
way more
no.
around the street dudes. Back then, I was around like the little SoundCloud kids.
I feel like back then you had that ambition. You get what I'm saying? Like he done got more comfortable with being like, a white
Okay,
guy.
jokes.
A white guy in the hills sipping his Starbucks cup with his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like he done got like real competent with life.
that is part of it for
Yeah,
sure that I
yeah,
realized when
yeah.
I first hit landed where I was like, oh, fuck.
You could just tell by like the way like you was running, like you could tell like
The way he was running.
No, like
Dude, I was doing that in sparring too. That's like my
With riots and violent looting going on all over the country, I don't feel safe leaving the house without this banana. Normally, I would be worried about this creepy guy, but I've got my banana with me. That same car has been sitting outside my house for a while now. Better keep this banana by the door.
Sounds ridiculous, right? Now imagine this banana was capable of incapacitating an attacker from over 60 feet.
At Berna, we don't sell bananas. Go to Berna.com to learn more.
Not everyone's life runs in straight lines. At Sophia, we get that. Our flexible, affordable, self-paced, college-level
it was just like, oh, hell no. There's no way. Because all these fights I watched, I didn't see any fight where the other dude just came out and just immediately just started swinging on the
Mike
other
Tyson?
dude. I didn't
Except for
really.
him.
I didn't watch a lot of like Mike Tyson because I'm thinking I was trying to watch like influencer fights and like like fights that maybe would be like a little closer.
So who the main influencer you was watching? Jake Paul?
Even him, he's like pretty good at this
Scam like
point.
me?
No, because there's like tiny. That's like not really applicable. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, as soon as I got hit, I was just like, oh hell no! I can't believe that I really like allowed myself to start to believe that I was
that's
going to
how
be
you
able
lost
to
the
win
fight,
this.
bro. You lost before you even entered the ring, even thinking and talking like that, though, bro.
I'm talking to you right now about what I felt after the fight.
Yeah.
Before the fight, you got to pay better attention. I'm telling you how I was so confident going into it.
You said you picked the one that will whoop your ass the least out of the 4.
I don't know about that.
Him or Blueface, debatable. Like professional athletes. Are
I've been in the
different
gym with
category.
Blueface a lot, and he's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, no,
Blueface got it, bro.
The old Blueface that was skinny, maybe a little bit of a point.
So then, yeah,
The Blueface
Le'Veon
is
Bell's
huge
a running
now.
back.
Yes,
He pushing through linemen, the defensive line, bro. And
That's
you
what I'm
got-
saying. Yeah,
there's
AB.
two NFL players.
he's been out of it for a while, but I mean, you're not just like an elite NFL player, and then you just like forget all that. No, like you are strong as fuck and like super durable as a result of having had that career for sure.
But we also the Jason loves a Marine, right? He got Semper Fi tatted all over his body, which
He got what?
New Semper. This is the saying of the Marines.
Yeah,
It's their,
he was
slogan.
a sniper in the Marines, which probably means that he has killed.
Oh, for sure, he got hats even in the list.
You know,
Hey,
which
I ain't
is
got that much confidence in him, and I think, like you proposed, if Blueface took that back fade, Blueface will whoop him, bro.
I do think Blueface would have a really, really good shot against him for sure.
I think he'll win.
I'm actually deeply invested in the future Jason Love fighting saga because I really want to know like where he goes from here.
Well, that kind of just anyone whose ass that he whips after you, it validates what happened to you. So it's like
No, it don't. Cause
yeah, dude.
Nah, because I
like,
don't even
if
put
he
up a fight like that, bro. So that's not a real metric.
Well, if let's say he did the same thing he did to me to Blueface. Then okay, I guess that makes me look a little bit better. But ultimately, like I know I looked like shit. I know I'm not a fighter. I went my whole life not fighting until like 2-3 weeks ago. So it is kind of weird to see people being like, Adam is such a coward. Like now we know that you are like this kind of guy. It's like I was always pretty open about the fact that like never have I ever sat on this podcast and talked about how I was so tough. That's just never been part of my podcast. And now I have said that I would be able to beat the shit out of little miniature Labubu sized people like Sauce Walker. That's different. But I've never bragged about my
Sauce Walker smoke.
tiny. He's tinier than you. Yeah, he's like a fucking. He's like an 8-year-old.
Yeah, he's probably like what 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, he's 5'8".
That nigga crazy.
He do hard drugs and he hangs out with prostitutes at rest stops. But either way, all I'm saying, I don't have any shame about this at all. Like to me, actually, you know, I'm not embarrassed about how it went down. I faced a challenge head on. And actually, okay, this is my main thing too.
Chair here for Spody.
Spody just wandering. Yeah. He got his ass in hot water.
Yeah.
Don't go dunking your face in that.
Spody's rider is crazy.
Man.
Spody face rider. Recapping the fight. Okay.
That's fade.
This is one thing that I feel is hypocritical. You guys tell me if this is true or not. In jail, in prison, you walk into the dorm. You say you're me, and I'm from blank hood, and a big ass dude, 6'10", comes up to me and says, "Hey, you from over there? Well, I'm from over here, and we enemies, so we got to get down." And I say, "All right, bet," and we squabble, and he whoops the shit out of me. This is an honorable act, right? That I was down to run the fade. Even if I, going into it, knew that I had no chance, right?
I mean, that's a fact. In my personal opinion, that's what's taking out the culture now. You know, these kids and these guys, they feel like if you lose a fight, that makes you less than. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was growing up, it didn't matter if you really won or lost. You tried your hardest, but it was just respect. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you got out there,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I respect. But
also, I didn't throw a punch and I looked like absolute shit. So I want to acknowledge that. Yeah, but I'm saying like from because I feel like I see so many gangsters being like, you look like a clown. It's like, right, this is what y'all have been telling me all these years. Yeah. You got to run the fade even if you know you're gonna lose.
Yeah, but in all fairness to you, majority of these gangsters you talking about, they ain't even pulled up for their squabbles though.
Hey, he said it, not me.
So in my words, when I respect you. You know what I'm saying, more than a lot of these dudes out here that's running from their phase.
Now, I do think it's also fair to say, it's not like I did it for honor. I really did it for attention and money, which is like not really the honorable reason to do something.
So it all came out.
Fire.
Yeah, I mean, I would look crazy if I was denying that.
Some people thought you did it for honor?
No, I was just saying, like, in the case of a gang member,
right.
You take your squabble because you have pride in where you're from, et cetera, so you got to run this fade even if you know you're going to lose. For me, I willingly accepted a fight that I knew I was going to probably lose for money and attention, which is not anywhere near as honorable. So I understand the difference.
That's what I was pointing out. I knew I was going to lose. You said I was tripping. Man, you lose the fight before you even started when you think like that, bro.
Yeah,
okay, but what I was saying, though, is I thought I was going to lose, but then once I started training, I started to believe that I was going to win, and that unlocked a different level of training where I was going really hard. But, I mean, in retrospect, like, all the time I spent working on my cardio was wasted because I didn't even break a sweat during the fight.
What I was telling Les the other day, I think... Forget the cardio, just taking some punches. Like, you know how you hop in the pool and just like in it's cold, you just have to get used to it.
Yeah.
I mean, did you spar in doing your training?
Yeah. I mean, 3 different days.
In the sparring session.
Over the course of the 2.5 weeks, like once we kind of got going, I did 3 different sparring missions with this big ass Russian dude. who, you know, in retrospect was really probably like taking it too easy on me.
But he also didn't want to injure you. Because
Exactly. Yeah, so close to the fight. And like at one point, like when we were sparring or whatever, he was like trying to demonstrate to me. He didn't hit me full force, but he was trying to demonstrate to me that I wasn't like guarding the side of my head. So he just goes, boom, just hits me with like a right hook to the head. I swear to God, my head and neck hurt for 2 weeks. And that hurt more than anything that happened in the ring.
I really felt bad for Trainer Bro. The look on his face.
Oh my God,
was
me too.
like that was more devastating to me than damn near anything.
I felt more bad for him than I felt for myself, for sure. Because to him, boxing is such a real honorable pursuit, and just to see the look on his face,
it hurt my feelings.
I felt terrible.
Why didn't you swing though?
I was being overwhelmed with a flurry of punches from a much larger man.
So okay,
Bro,
I only had 72 seconds. We're gonna go frame for frame.
Look, you was doing like this.
I had somebody tell me that the shit he was throwing wasn't like really, you know what I'm saying?
His punches weren't good?
Yeah, that's that people was reporting to me like he ain't throwing them like that. And I'm confident that Blueface will dust him off.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of people hating on Jason Love's squabble to me. I don't want to like reiterate any of that because obviously my squabble was far worse than whatever he was capable of. But yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, I heard a lot of people saying that, and especially like my trainer. Like once my trainer saw his training footage, that's when he started to really gas me up and tell me like, you can win this fight.
He legitimately believed it in his heart too, like the way he was coming, huh? Like,
I know, and that made me feel so much worse when it actually went down. Okay, but I do want to take. Actually, you know what? We'll even slow it down a little bit. We'll hit the playback speed at half. Okay. And I even feel bad for the ref. I feel bad for everybody involved in this.
You don't have to feel bad for the ref.
Ref, he got some free money. He didn't do shit.
Okay, so put us in the corner and let's observe this. I've slowed it down a little bit just so we can really... Even just me standing next to this guy is so funny.
It's like Mike Tyson's punch out.
So you can see me with the guard. I'm thinking that I'm going to actually be able to like block a Jason Love punch here.
What I want to know is this.
You started off with the good form.
Okay, so he punches that one time, and I do this thing that my coach had made really clear to me, like, don't do this. Like, when he punches, don't push out with your hands against his punch. But I couldn't, like, force myself to stop doing that.
I was going to ask, did that cause you pain at all? Did you feel this?
Not that one, because he didn't really have any, like, power behind that one, right? Okay, but so, okay. Here we go. This is where it's really starts to get fucked up. Watch the first punch.
Y'all really did.
Okay, so that first one didn't really break through, but then the second one, look at that. Boom. Watch how my arms fall apart. So, okay, that's not that bad, but then, boom, that makes my whole guard explode, and then he left hooks me in the face. Another right, the right doesn't really land. That one kind of landed. At this point, I'm just running away. I don't know what the fuck to do.
After that first punch, you should have started fighting.
Oh, and see, look, there he landed the left right there to my face. A lot of these punches didn't really land in retrospect. Boom, another one. Look at how I'm just covered in my
bro, he smelled blood in it.
Oh my God,
in the water.
Look at that one. Look at that
fighting back.
Look at this uppercut.
You were fighting back.
Look.
I think if you try this shit again at like 9 months down the line, you'll do much better, bro.
Is it true?
I don't think so.
I think so, bro.
I think I could have had a year to train. It wouldn't have mattered.
Is it true that he was taking
This nigga crazy?
I'm serious. I don't think anything I could have done would have overpowered the size and strength difference. Like, he is just like so far beyond me athletically and strength wise that in retrospect, I had no business taking this fight.
Don't be meaning nothing, Adam. You got this shit. It's where the heart at.
Yeah, I didn't see some shit.
I mean, I only seen a little.
Yeah, that sounds good, but I don't think so.
Did you feel deflated?
Seeing what Craig did to
previous in
Debo.
the fight, like in the because we FaceTimed you right before the fight, right? I think it was Remo. We FaceTimed and we were like so we're seeing you in the room, whatever. You looked really confident at that moment. Like, was it like when you got in the ring?
I mean, a big part of it is it's when I got hit. I felt pretty confident until I got hit. Like like you have such anxiety and nerves leading up to it because think about it, for weeks before this, it's all coming down to this moment, and especially like right before it, my trainer has me, sparring or hitting the pads back there. I'm laying down. He's putting ice on my neck. He's like really giving me these pep talks, getting me ready. I'm walking out to the ring. I'm feeling good. when I looked at him, I did start to feel like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this guy is.
Hey, but you 10 pounds more than that dude, right?
Yeah, but it's all blubber. He's fucking all muscle.
And he 2 inches taller than you.
Yeah, I know. I still
That even
I
out,
can't
bro.
wrap my head around the physics despite that.
No, it
because-
kind of
I know,
look
it's
even. I
crazy.
ain't gonna lie to you.
You look at me and him side by side, and it doesn't really feel. It doesn't really feel like.
Bro, that was a good squad.
How could I possibly? One mic. Wait, how could I possibly? One mic. How could I possibly weigh 10 pounds more than this guy? When you look at us on the scale, it's like impossible to believe.
Muscle weighs more than fat, though.
Exactly.
But then why do I weigh more than him?
Because he's bigger.
It just, I mean, you weigh more probably in fat, but like the muscle, like it's really like more heavier. So just like, of course, like if a motherfucker like 230 in muscle compared to 230 or 220 in fat, it's going, you know.
All that telling me is I am way too fat.
He might.
Because I weigh more than him, and I'm all fat, and he's all muscle.
It sounds like Jason Love got that Bandman Kepo shirt.
I was 241 at weigh-in, and he was
I
231.
got to be like height because you don't even look like you carrying 240.
But
I'm saying you got to be height because you don't look like 240. Like I don't.
I
can see 240.
6'9" was trying to guess my weight on Vlad the other day, and he guessed 170.
Who said
He got my weight wrong by 70 pounds.
Who guessed that?
I'm 160.
Hell no.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, who guessed 170 for you?
He said
6'9". 6'9".
That was his guess on Vlad. I'm like, what?
How much?
Something's
how much
wrong.
you weigh?
I'm 232,
232.
and I'm 6'2" and some change, so I could see 240 on him easy.
I'm probably like 170 right now.
You're probably less fat than me and more muscle than me. I really got to lose some weight.
240 easy.
I just want to finish out the how this went. There's not too much left in it here. Put it on the screen. They're about to end it. Okay, so we scrabble back up. Oh wait, is this? Oh, this is the.
This ain't even fighting. This ain't even a squabble. This is a physical assault.
Yeah.
Domestic violence.
It's about to be
That's
where
a fact.
academics said that Adam forgot the rules of boxing and was trying to protect the back of his head.
Oh, see, he went for the body shot there.
Ooh.
Then he was tired and how he was throwing. He went in the street mode.
Watching this.
You wasn't even fighting that. That's
Yo.
the embarrassing part, though. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
it real. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I wasn't rooting for you because I had $500
Nah,
that you was
because-
gonna get knocked out, bro.
Are you
Somebody take that
serious?
back?
I told you.
Oh, wow.
I
He
told
didn't
you
get-
though.
he didn't get knocked out,
I
You got
told you
paid.
that's KO. D.
I'm happy I could make that happen
You
for
didn't
you.
get knocked out, but TKO is the same thing. as
Technical knockout.
Yeah.
That was
So,
it, huh? Damn, that was fast.
You got
Yeah, I
paid
told.
out?
Yeah, I did. I told you I bet on black. I don't know, man. Listen,
I wouldn't have
No,
paid
bro,
you. Not
bro,
I
bro,
bet.
he said-
I bet on black.
Hold on.
I bet on
Somebody
black.
paid you
I'd like to honor my
for
bet.
One mic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
yeah,
that ain't no
yeah.
knockout, bro.
That is a knockout.
You don't
Cause you punched her
understand the
If
sport.
they
No, it's
stop
a
the fight,
TKO.
it's a
Yeah.
TKO,
It's a
bro.
knockout,
That's
bro.
in boxing. You can't
Yeah,
change
it's
boxing
any
rules,
fight.
Munchie.
Oh, so
Any combat
okay. Let me ask you something. So y'all consider that a TKO? He just tapped out. He wasn't really.
It's
fucked.
not what we
Yeah,
consider.
I'm
It
saying
was a
that's-
TKO.
that-
Hold on,
boxing,
what do
that's-
y'all? What do y'all? Go ahead.
In boxing, that's the rule. Like if they
Yeah.
stop the fight, you ain't got to get put to sleep. If they stop the fight, like you can't fight no more.
Yeah.
You like running, they threw the towel in. Technical knockout.
okay,
Yeah, that's not even
okay,
just boxing.
okay.
That's
That's
any
the definition of a
physical
TKO,
combat
yeah.
sport,
Hold on,
bro.
radio. This is what I figured a TKO. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was right. If you can't go no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Oh no,
basically-
he's out of here.
that's
Get
basically
him out of here.
can't go no more. Like if you turn around and
Yes.
you running, or
They
you
did
put,
it or Adam did it.
Nah, that's what the ref stopped.
I thought Adam was like, "Fuck this shit."
Yeah, honestly.
Adam say fuck it. It's still the same thing.
No, because before the fight, they told me if you turn your back on your opponent because it's not a pro fight, it's an exhibition or whatever. If you turn your back, they will stop the fight.
So
But
last one round.
then they told me that in reality, they told the ref like, "Yo, don't call it like just because they
It'll
turn
be
the back
too
or whatever."
fast.
So
It'll
like,
be too fast.
because if you want to hold it to that standard, as soon as I turned my back for a second, they should have ended it or whatever. That would have been even worse of a way to end it.
Hey,
So how many rounds was it?
70 seconds.
Man.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was
so,
supposed to be 3-3-minute rounds.
So one round. It was one round.
So we made it
Two and some
1/3 of the way through one round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like the way the loss happened, Adam. Man.
No, me neither,
I was rooting for you, man, and
that's
man,
why I
I'm
need a
like,
rematch.
What the fuck, man? I said, how the man? If you would have threw some fucking punch, I would have been happy. Where I'm sitting here watching this shit, I said, man, hold the fuck on, because dude. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to him. Dude ain't really like, he's not a boxer either. You feel me?
He had the same 2 weeks that I had to train.
And he got in the street mode, and you can see with some of the shots he started throwing. He was throwing body shots like this. I'm like, oh, man, the fucking Adam just throw some fucking punches and just try to get him off.
And so right there, you can understand why my trainer thought that I had a chance. He didn't realize what a pussy I was.
Do you feel like if you had just come out and thrown a wild punch, because like using common sense and logic, that this guy's significantly bigger, it would have made a difference, or would people still be hating the same way they are?
No, I think if I had like thrown a punch, or like even if I just came out swinging, even if my punches look like shit, it would have at least felt like, okay, he sucks at fighting, but at least he gave it an honest shot.
That's why when I told you I had the argument with Germ that I had. This is what the argument was.
So so for the people at home, Lush told his girlfriend that he would have been able to do much better than I did, and she got so mad at him that she physically assaulted him.
It's actually the truth. And here's the coldest part, right? The coldest part is first.
Here he comes. Here comes the Jew.
I ain't gonna lie.
Imagine Lush in the ring instead of Adam.
Bro.
Which one? Oh, the suspect?
Yeah, that's a crazy sight.
Hey,
according to suspect, I did better than Adam.
No. Lush would have lasted a little longer because, Lush had a black eye for 3 weeks.
I did better than
This nigga used to getting hit.
Suspect.
According to suspect.
Okay, but you fought suspect.
Yes, way less.
Jason Love is like literally 2 suspects.
For sure. 5.
At least, yeah.
He's multiple. He's assailants.
But to be fair, and I mean, shit, like, suspect is a dude that's smaller than me that would probably still whoop my ass just from like having more experience or like knowing how to fight or whatever. But throughout my life, suspect is probably like the biggest type of dude that I've ever had to throw hands with, for sure. Like, sure, I never had to throw hands with a dude who looks like a pro wrestler.
Yeah, no.
You fought suspect?
No.
When did you fight? Why did you fight suspect?
So because my first time back coming onto No Jumper, we exchanged words that got heated, and you feel me? It kind of escalated from there, and then he needed that.
Hey, if you
Did he give you gas
fire
money?
in you would have been on, bro.
Fire?
Some fire in you.
Just in general, like just like anger.
No, we like you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I didn't jerk off for 10 days. That's a fire.
I agree with that.
How often do you get angry?
I mean, not much. I got a pretty like chill life. That's part of the problem. People see me get kind of irritated on here, and they think that I'm just like always tripping. But really, like, I live a pretty soft life.
I just said that.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. I mean, in 10 years with my girl, one time I had road rage on someone. I got out the car and screamed at a dude. I've never really yelled at her. Like, I've raised my voice, but I never really like turned up on her crazy. I never hit her. She never hit me. She's never seen me in a fight. Back in the Melrose days, I had a couple of fights on Melrose, but that was done by 2018. So I'm currently on about 8 years of not fighting anyone.
Exactly what I said.
So what do you have to say to the people that have this narrative that Adam threw the fight and didn't even want to get hit?
Listen, I wanted to win that fight. I was rehearsing what I was going to say. I was thinking I was trying to convince myself that I could win this fight for the entirety of the time in the lead up. Like, I started out thinking I was definitely going to lose, but then I'm around all these boxers. Everybody's telling me I can win. Blueface is telling me I can win. My trainer's telling me I can win. Certain Canadian pop stars are telling me like that I can win. A lot of people were like really getting in my ear, calling me and shit.
Canadian pop stars.
Yeah, Beaver.
Yeah, it was Tory Lanez, guys.
Yeah. He hit me from the pen. I'm like embarrassed to even say that anyone was telling me this because it sounds so ridiculous now. Yeah, man. Like it was a lot worse. Now I'm kind of at a crossroads because it's like I could go 2 different ways with this. Because the one thing that I definitely want to do is I want to just really commit myself to shedding a significant amount of weight because I should never fight at 240 again. But in addition to that, I also don't know if I ever want to fight again because I'm in that fight. I really kind of realized like this is just not me.
Hey, I think you should just leave it alone, but then still train on your off time, like you know what I'm saying, your spare time.
I don't have a lot of spare time. I feel like if I'm going to train, it's kind of got to be for something. But also, like, who would want me to fight
I feel like
now?
you should just call it a day, bro.
Yeah, I say leave that shit alone.
Call it a day.
Hey, but I say, but when you do got time, go ahead, hit the bag and get your little sparring mate. You know what I'm saying? You'll never know what happens at a gas station.
I just like me at 190 would probably be way different.
Nah, you ain't got no fight in you, bro.
Yeah, you don't know that. No.
You don't know that.
I got fight me, Munchie.
Bro,
I got fight me.
Bro, you had no
Munchie.
fight.
Okay, Munchie.
Look.
Mine is still no.
Most people
Let me say.
fight, you get hit too hard, like they go on one. They blank out or something.
Munchie. I'm gonna be real with you.
What's that?
the same thing that happened to me in that fight would have happened to everybody in this room.
That's a lot.
You maybe
crazy.
You would have been able to go 2 rounds, but you're going to sleep too.
You sound crazy.
I'm just being real.
He didn't even put you out.
Because I quit.
No. Listen. He didn't even put you out, and you wasn't even defending yourself.
Well, I was trying. It just wasn't really working.
Not saying that it's impossible, but what I'm saying his technique, as far as his technique, he should have put you out. But
okay, I think the same thing that happened to me in that fight would happen to 98% of the people watching this podcast, and I really actually think it's 100%. But I'll say 98 to be safe. I think everybody's kind of like underestimating what it's like to go to war with somebody that big.
You didn't go to war. The war didn't even start.
The war consumed me. It was like an atomic blast.
And to be fair,
this ain't
the same size.
Yeah,
no. He's so much bigger. He's 6'5".
No, he's not.
And he's all muscle.
I think you're trying to say he's more
I'm
defined,
6'3", so he's 2 inches taller than me.
That's even.
And I'm fat, and he's muscle.
And you're 10 pounds heavier than he is.
Which is crazy.
Which is fine. That's the problem.
In the streets, that's an even fight.
Right.
Yeah, okay, I feel you. But in a boxing ring...
Yeah, you act like he's 7'30".
Man, that's why a lot of people lose fights too. Like y'all see people and y'all be like, oh man, this guy's gigantic in his size. A lot of big motherfuckers can't even fight.
See, I should have stuck with that. That was my original thought, and I should have believed that.
No, I don't. But that's crazy. He can't. I don't because he won. I didn't see nothing spectacular about the squabble.
That's the report.
No, yeah, that's what everybody was saying that he didn't look that great either. But it was so much. He's just so much more powerful than me.
You said that shit hurted.
That power.
I'm just saying, like, when I got that one hit, I immediately realized, oh, I've never been hit half that hard before in my life. Yeah. And that's with the boxing glove, which is supposed to make it hurt less. Didn't really feel a lot of that. No, his bare fist punching me in the face. Oh my God, I can't. Count me out.
Oh my God,
never could I ever.
We all saw Lena's reaction, which I felt like was kind of like the best thing that could have happened for you at that moment. Do you feel like what was like y'all's interaction like afterwards off cam? Like, was she proud of you? Do you feel like
I don't think she was proud of me for sure. I don't think that would be the right word to use.
Was she embarrassed?
No, I think her attitude about it was the same as mine, which is like, you're not a fighter. I don't know why you were pretending to be a fighter for a couple weeks here. You've never been a fighter. Like, she's not like you know, like some girls want their boyfriend to fight or like want him to be a hard ass. Never has she ever said anything like she would way rather I like learn to play acoustic guitar and get into knitting than like become a fighter. So knitting with yarn.
Did you see any disappointment in her eyes? Keep it a man. Even though she told you that, did you sense or did you see any disappointment in your wife's eyes after that, man?
She did communicate to me that as much as she doesn't care about me being a fighter or a boxer, that she was still pretty shocked at how bad it was. Yeah.
My prediction, I thought it was going to get mid-second round, but you get walked down and punched on throughout it, but at least mid-second round. You know what I'm saying?
I said that too. I didn't think it was going to be first round.
Yeah, I mean,
first 30 seconds.
That was my goal going into it, was like, I want to last all 3 rounds. As like, that would be one level of W. Like, even if I lose, but if I last all 3 rounds, I'll be proud of myself. But I still wanted to win. So to tap out after 70 seconds, yeah, for sure. It was very strange. It was very shameful.
Next time, all fails, just start swimming.
I was about to say that too. We didn't even see a swim banger.
But see, they were telling me like, don't swim. Like, you know, if you land one good shot or you get them against the ropes, don't just start swimming. So honestly, I didn't throw one punch. So it's not like
I just said when all fail, start swimming, because I don't got them down for giving you no uppercuts if you swimming and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just wonder how bad he could have possibly got hurt if he came in there swimming and then Jason caught him on the chin with one of them things.
I don't know. I think.
He might be sipping.
I don't believe in him.
He might be drinking his meals through a straw for the next couple of weeks after that, brother.
That nigga Blueface will punish him.
Shit. Post prison Blueface.
I think
they both have a full training camp. I got Jason Love, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I've spent a bunch of time watching Blueface fight in the gym, and Blueface to me looks really, really good.
No, he do. He's a fighter.
Hey, Jason, he
a fighter.
I got Blueface. Like, as far as boxing, I think we getting boxing mixed up with brawling. Like, as far as boxing, Blueface gonna box him. Like, dude, like he gonna need more time, because I think eventually, like, his wind start wearing on him trying to get in that ring. Like Blueface got the reach, and Blueface really can box him because he got the science.
How you pronounce it? Athleticism, whatever. Blueface got that. Play sports and all the little shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of shit be second nature, just countering shit. You ain't got to think about it. I think Blueface would get him.
Yeah, well, so that was part of the weird thing that gave me fake confidence as well, is that the fight almost didn't happen. We posted a vlog that they could check out, but basically, like, when we were going to do our medicals, like, you got to do medicals the day before the fight, where they check your blood pressure, they, like, you know, they feel your face to, like, find out if you're trying to hide, like, broken bones or anything like that. They make you do, like, a squat, and you got to, like, walk in the squat. They make you do a push-up, all this shit. And so Jason was, like, not passing. And my trainer is looking over. My trainer knows what's going on. So he's looking, and he's like, bro, his blood pressure's too high. They're not going to let him fight if his blood pressure is like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I kind of, like, going into it, thought that was, like, going to be an issue because I know that he drinks and smokes a lot. Like, he smokes cigarettes, like, all day.
Yeah, I heard he was literally smoking Marlboro Reds and drinking Johnny Walker 5 minutes before the fight.
Well, I don't know if he was drinking right before the fight, but, like, Lena said to him, like, soon after the fight, she said, like, are you glad it's all over? And he goes, hell yeah, I'm glad I can get back to smoking and drinking.
Hey, but blood pressure's probably up behind them horny pills.
I don't know that he, like, takes those all the time or anything. He don't really shoot that much porn anymore. But either way, so, all right, his blood pressure's too high, right? So he has to go and, like, lay down in the corner. They're trying to, like, they put his feet up on a chair and shit, trying to do whatever they can do to get his blood pressure to go down. He still couldn't pass. The next day, he was able to pass. I think he took his blood pressure medication or some shit like that, or, like, he didn't smoke or do anything that would make it go up. But, like, there was this weird window where I was thinking, like, oh my God, maybe I'm not going to have to fight. Like, maybe I'm going to get saved by his health.
Would that have affected the purse? Obviously, right?
It would have been okay for me.
Okay.
I still would have got a significant amount, but obviously it would have been, like, a massive letdown for everybody else, you know? So, yeah. But then it did go down, and obviously it was pretty terrible.
One thing I wanted to ask you, and this is like a random side note, but during the I guess, like, the face-off or the pre-fight hype, Vitaly was there.
Yeah.
And he was kind of popping it at you, and that's the first time he's really been seen in America since, like, all the like what was your sense of that interaction right there? Did you think he was, like, just being out of pocket?
It's like, if you're gonna, like, do porn, you have to have a sense of humor about your life. You can't just, like, take everything super serious. And then if you're gonna be doing a celebrity boxing match with a guy who fucked your wife on camera, even more so, you just gotta roll with the jokes. So yeah, I was, like, not in the mentality of, like, getting offended by anything, especially something like Vitaly. Like, I know, I get it. You know, you're like an edgelord. This is what you do. You say edgy things. You try to piss people off. Whatever. It's like,
it almost looked like Aiden wanted to, like, call security to get him out of there. He's like, how the fuck did this guy get in here?
No, he had been hanging out, like, that whole day and shit. It was actually crazy seeing Vitaly just because he had just spent fucking a year in a Philippines prison.
Right.
But the weird thing about it is that, like, he was telling us, like, he had a phone, he had his own separate room. Because, like, I guess, like, if you have money there, you can get away with whatever.
So he was making it seem like they were torturing him, like, 900-degree weather for fucking 6 months straight.
I thought that it was, like, I thought he was, like, going to be shell-shocked from, like, the worst experience of his life. And he said it wasn't really that bad. So that was kind of weird. But, yeah, I mean, I'm at a crossroads. I don't know if I should, you know, commit to losing this weight and then fight somebody more my size that I think I have a better shot against, or if I should just forget about this boxing dream. I'm doing porn either way.
You versus Josh.
That sounds like one I could maybe win. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Another fight people was disappointed at was the K-Mac and Aaron Plummer fight that didn't take it. And I seen K-Mac, he put it on his Instagram that he was looking for somebody that was over 191. You know, I shot my shot. I got up in there like, man, what's up? Like, make it happen. He like, man, I'm gonna try to make it happen. But I guess
so. Aaron Plummer, he backed out.
Yeah.
Like, why you keep doing that raw wave counseling shit?
But to be fair, when I had the conversation with Aiden and the team and everything, they told me that he really was injured, that his fingers were broken or whatever, because they have their own doctor that he has to go to so that you can't use a shady doctor that's going to lie on your behalf, you know? So I kind of have to believe that Aaron was telling the truth to some extent, but also he's a snitch. He's a fraud. He's just, nobody's ever going to book him to fight again because he keeps doing this shit.
Bro, I got really scared.
How many fights have he?
Zero. But he's...
No, I'm talking about how many fights have he...
So he refused to fight me. which is kind of crazy when you think about how Friday went.
Interesting.
And then he passed up on the K-Mac one, which, to be fair, K-Mac was the favorite by
K-Mac
far.
wants a fade. Somebody got to give K-Mac deserve a good fade.
I felt so bad that K-Mac leaves Long Beach,
up.
goes all the way to Miami and can't even do anything while he was out there. He's just hanging out. Like, I felt so bad for him that he didn't get to have his moment.
That's what I'm saying. That would have been big for K-Mac.
Hey, what city you from, bro?
Shout out to K-Mac, man.
You from where?
Set that up.
This fool hit me up
Set
as
that
a
up.
replacement because someone trolled him, was like, oh, Aaron's not showing up. You should fight Lush 1. This fool K-Mac's actually calling me.
No,
bro.
that's
How
on
much
you
do you
should
weigh?
fight
How much?
Lush
I'm like, bro, K-Mac.
Aaron's not pulling up. You should
I
fight
want no
Lush 1.
smoke, brother. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Aaron's not pulling up. You should fight Lush 1.
yeah, that's the constellation.
That's an unfair fight.
But I was trying to give them ideas for who K-Mac could fight, and they were like, the vibe was kind of like, well, K-Mac got in this because we wanted somebody to fight Aaron. You know, like they just wanted somebody to fight Aaron because Aaron's a big name.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they didn't seem like super motivated to find like a random person
So
to
Aaron
fight
was
K-Mac.
injured, legit injured.
I guess, but also it's like, I mean, how are you breaking your fingers 2 days before the fight? Doesn't it kind of sound like Cap?
I mean, it sounds like he's turning down the fade is how I read.
I thought you said somebody confirmed it, so it might be Cap.
I mean, they said the doctor said
training or
I
something.
mean, the Instagram post I seen his finger was 2 different ways.
for real. No,
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron. So I can't say that his fingers wasn't broken. It was 2 of his fingers was different ways.
I don't feel like I'm in a position to challenge Aaron the Plumber at this point.
You understand the hierarchy?
Especially because like me and Jason, like throughout the lead up to it, we were real respectful of each other. Aaron would not be. So like I would not want to lose to Aaron the Plumber. I didn't care about losing to Jason Love because like we have a cool relationship, and like even when everybody was trying to get him to diss me and shit, he just wasn't really going for it. Obviously he wore the shirt with my wife biting the sheets and everything, but you know, I didn't. It was easy for me to take an L to Jason because we're cool. It was a friendly fade, but with Aaron, like I don't want to do a boxing match against somebody I hate that I think I'm gonna lose. That sounds terrible.
I mean,
Hey, first step, get that out your mind, bro. We gonna get your confidence up. You gonna how you beat up a smoker or something? You know what I'm saying? No, for real, we gotta get your confidence going. No. Smokers got shrimp. Smokers got shrimp.
Yeah,
But
you better pick
and another
wisely.
thing,
I need a MacArthur Park fade.
but you can't pick wisely because even these little niggas,
MacArthur Park, bro.
they got little men complexes, bro. Little dudes, nigga, they like a stick of dynamite, bro. They small, but man, I'm telling you, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Adam hella tall.
I got a homie 5'2", be whooping shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You put them smoker on it, you crazy, bro.
Yeah, no. Smokers, they carry couches by themselves. Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, them smokers is whooping stuff down, bro.
So, okay, there's one other thing that I want to respond to. Is Aiden Ross basically had a clip where he was talking about how Rainbet at one point wasn't sure if they wanted to pay me the full purse. This happened on Sunday. Basically, I get a text. I'm going back and forth with them. I'm like, hey, you guys going to send the crypto, whatever? They respond. After a couple hours, they're like, hey, we're sending half, but we're currently reviewing the contract to decide if we feel like we are obligated to pay you the other half. So I'm looking at my phone like, what the fuck? Because there's a thing called the fair play clause in the contract or whatever that basically stipulates like they don't have to pay you in full if they feel like you rigged the fight, if you gave up too easily, if you didn't fight back. Does some of these sound like me?
Check.
Check a few boxes.
Check.
No one likes getting hit by a pitch, but imagine this ball is coming at you at 237 miles an hour and it covers you in a chemical irritant when it.
I'm like, oh, fuck. But Aiden didn't mention this on stream. Aiden was actually the one who hits me up and goes, yo, even though you didn't fight back very well, you promoted the fuck out of the fight, and you were probably like the reason why it was so big and so viral, so I'm going to make sure that they pay you. So Aiden was actually the good guy in shining armor right there because he actually really went out of his way, and boom, I got paid the rest of it by the end of the night.
You see what having good relationships do?
That's true. I do have to thank him for that. I appreciate that.
And at the end of the day, like you were like, no, like I genuinely wanted to win. Like that shit hurt. I wasn't expecting it.
Although if I had thought about that, I probably would have got up after the second knee and at least like tried to throw something.
Probably would have been a better look, yeah.
Yeah.
Optically.
Yeah, no, for sure. So a lot for me to consider in terms of my future as a fighter. Although I'm really kind of leaning in the direction of just not doing that ever again.
Because like one of two things happen after a fight. Normally, like people are like, you know what, hey, that wasn't so bad. It doesn't hurt as much as I thought. Or it's like, man, I'm never doing this again. So
which one you experienced?
Me, it was more the former. I was more like, you know what, like I even though it did hurt, you feel me, like, and all that shit. I was like, it's not as scary. I wasn't as scared for when I had my next fight. I was like way more aggressive, way more aggressive.
And that's what I was saying. I said if he go like 9 months, but he got to do a lot of sparring to get used to being hit. He'd do a little better. You feel me?
And me fighting somebody who's like 190 while I'm around there, I could kind of see that working out. But I feel like I could train for the next 2 years, and I still don't. I got nothing for Jason Love.
Why you keep saying 190 when you 240 or somebody 240? That's
the weight class.
No, I know, but I'm just saying like you're the same size as him though.
But the thing about
you feel like you just don't want to get hit by somebody.
No, but the thing about carrying around 50 pounds of muscle is that it makes you bigger and stronger, and it makes you hit harder. And the thing about carrying around 50 pounds of fat is that it doesn't help you in any way. It just slows you down and makes it harder for you to do everything. So, my 240 and Jason Love's 240 are just really different 240s.
I would have to beg the difference. Look at Tyson Fury.
What about him?
Sloppy body.
Yeah, but he's all muscle under there, and he's an elite
muscle under there. Now you just saying shit.
You just saying.
My man said muscle under there.
What? What's the Mexican heavyweight champion that you already know who I'm talking about. He knocked out Anthony Joshua.
Y'all got the same exact build.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but he kind of got like a wide body, sloppy body.
Y'all got the same exact build.
You know what I mean? It's just really the heart.
Me and Tyson, isn't he like 6'8" or something?
I mean, he's 6'8".
You know what I'm saying?
In height, but his body like
he more in shape down than he was with Wilder. He was all over the place.
Okay,
he was all over the place.
I hate to admit it, but I think you're probably right that me and Tyson Fury probably have like a pretty similar body fat percentage because he's really he's a gross looking dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Gross. Look up the Mexican champion that beat Anthony Joshua. What's his name again, bro?
Mexican champion who beat Anthony.
R.U.I.Z.
be doing all those haymakers and shit.
R.U.I.Z.
Andy Ruiz Jr. Okay, okay. Andy Ruiz.
He was a champion he took the championship.
Okay.
Big boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's fat, but look at how big and strong he is, dude.
Look at Anthony Joshua.
I know what he looks like, yeah.
Cut up like a bag.
Andy Ruiz is like if Moose Man got a face.
Come on now.
Hey, Smarty Face, it ain't about body types.
Nah, they ain't, bro. I'm telling you, damn, bro.
Bro, is this really his
rules?
Look at him.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Is this really his body?
Yeah.
Yeah, he really.
That's not real, is it?
Man, listen.
Show that.
Man, listen to me.
No, that's fake.
That's fake, right?
Don't really look like that.
How we know that's fake?
Okay, but I don't know why this is a controversial opinion that, like, if I lost a large percentage of the fat that I'm currently carrying around, I would probably have a much better chance of fighting somebody my own weight.
I'm telling you, get that out your head. It don't matter what weight you are. If you train and be properly trained and have some confidence in yourself, it don't matter, bro.
But what I'm saying is also true, even though what you're saying is true too, which is that I should not fight somebody who's 240. When I'm a fat 240, I could easily be like a lean 190.
I just gave you two examples where they was the fat person won.
Okay, but in the case of Tyson Fury,
world champions.
Tyson Fury, if he were to come down in weight, would probably be like a better overall boxer. Like the reason why he fights like that is because of heavyweight.
Tyson Fury was arguably the best boxer in the world for like 4 years straight.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Tyson Fury?
I mean, he's
so
a giant.
fat?
To be fair, he's a giant.
What
But
type of question is that?
No, I just feel like there's a good. Okay. Tyson Fury's appearance, often described as fat or having a fat belly, by the way, why does Gemini have to say it like that, is misleading because he maintains elite level stamina and strength despite lacking a traditional shredded muscular physique. He
was just born that way?
He's always been natural, powerful. What the fuck? I feel like this is like poor English. Either way. Yeah, he's an elite boxer, so he can get away with being a fat ass. But
No,
you know,
but-
I'm obviously not that. So
If you fight somebody that's 50 pounds lighter than you are right now, you'll have a significantly better chance, regardless of.
that's what I'm saying. And for some reason, Sporty Face doesn't want to concede that I would be a better fighter. Why you get? Hey, one combo.
Yeah.
You guys over there whispering.
We sideboard like.
Yeah, sideboard bad. But all I'm saying is that if I was going to fight again, it would be after losing a very significant amount of weight.
I will say that I was so confident in your confidence that you had me so pumped up that I'm out here ass betting with the entire city. You feel me?
What you mean ass betting?
Ass
What is
betting.
that?
Betting on his ass. Shit.
Betting out the ass.
Yeah, but ass betting.
Out the ass or betting on your ass?
You were betting your ass?
You mean gambling?
Because I mean, it
Gambling
could mean
on
two
your ass.
things.
Selling his ass
What
for
you
bets.
talking about? What you doing?
And also, what I mean by ass betting, like on some old school New Yorker shit, like I don't have the money to cover it. I'm still making
Betting on
the
your
bet.
ass.
Gambling on your ass.
So, like, if you lose the bet, they
Not
get to
putting your-
fuck you in the ass?
Yeah.
Exactly. So first up, Flock to Ball.
What?
Just beat me in the bet because he bet against you.
So he got the
like Flock.
I had Jason money line, man.
Yeah, man. So
Why you keep saying money line?
I should probably
Because
bet on
like
it too.
that's when you betting.
No, I know sports betting, but
Yeah.
you looking like really
so I'm paying on camera.
Oh, we got the goat calling in.
this nigga
Sorry.
like the bookie. He said bet money line.
Yo.
Hey, big baby, what's up?
Oh man, they gave me some bad news over the weekend.